Hello, beautiful people. Christy Wood Giles here. We're talking today about fats. I like to say it's like the skinny on fats. Now, why would this be so important to talk about? Literally, probably the most important thing you want to talk about if you're looking at weight loss or health. The main reason being is there's huge misconceptions about fat in our body, so much so that it has us almost fearing fat. And that's the reason we're actually not getting it in our body, but it's the solution to all of our problems. There's so many reasons we get scared of fats. So obviously, we are confused about what are the good fats or the bad fats. We know that they're pretty calorie dense, so we tend to stay away from them. Past dietary recommendations used to be avoid fats, but all of that actually led us to a situation that created something that was worse. We have to get those proper fats back into our diet if we want to improve any of these things. And so we want to work through the misconceptions that have led us to being afraid of fats, get them back into our diet in the right way, and then you will feel all the pieces come together, especially weight loss. I know it's hard to believe. It's actually really hard for people to get their head wrapped around it. But when you do it, you start to see results. So you want to hear me out on this one and take it seriously because I promise you, once you listen through this, you're going to be convinced at how it will help you, and you won't be so afraid to go out there and incorporate the right ones into your diet because it will get you where you want to go. Okay, so let's get talking. So we know that there's a lot of reasons we're afraid of them. I really believe that we're actually thinking that we're getting them in our diet, and we're also afraid of what are the good ones and what are the bad ones and kind of confused by that, so we don't do it. So, why would we want to get these fats into our diet? You want to know the biggest reason? I will tell you that I believe it's important. You know that full feeling, that satisfied feeling, often it's referred to as satiation or that satiety feeling of being full, satisfied, not needing more food, not thinking about more food. It comes from your fats. That's why you want it so badly. I mean, it's doing a million other health things for you, but mentally, it's going to give you that feeling you're longing for. If you're one of those people that feels like you're hungry all the time, you need to snack between meals, you feel like as soon as you're done, you're thinking about your next meal. Trust me, I get you, but it's the right oils and fats in your diet that will get you away from that compulsion of always thinking about it, always feeling it. And it's not actually in your brain because it's a hormone release that happens that is satisfied with the fats or oils that isn't happening normally. And that's why you're feeling that you're always competing with yourself, trying to not eat or eat. The other thing that happens, and this is kind of more or less related, but it's hormone balancing. And there's a couple of hormones like leptin and ghrelin that we talk about that are the ones that, kind of tell you when you should eat or if you're satisfied or if you're hungry. And the fats allow for those hormones to work more effectively and to be released when you have them. So that's really the big reason you're getting that satisfaction type of feeling when you eat it. Now, beyond all of this, another reason why we're hungry and we often are looking for more or needing more or feeling like our body is asking for something else is because of nutrient absorption. And basically, we can assume that the majority of the population, we are nutrient and mineral deficient. But that actually has a big factor in our fats because it's those healthy fats that allow our body to take in those nutrients, especially like your A's, your D's, your E's, your K, which also helps you absorb your D's. Those are your fat soluble vitamins. And so if you're eating or not eating fats, or you're thinking that you're getting your fats in prepared types of ways, like a salad dressing that's already all mixed up. You don't actually know the quality of the fat or oil that is in there. And if it's not the highest quality, then you're probably not getting the absorption of those vitamins and minerals that you need. So there's tons of reasons why that happens, but you just need to know that it has to be those high quality fats that are going to allow that absorption to happen. The other one is energy. So the fats allow your body to actually get another source of energy that is kind of long lasting. It doesn't take a lot of energy for your body to process it. So you're not wasting energy while you're trying to get energy. So it really is a good, quick fix for some good energy. And in addition to that those oils and fats are allowing your body to help your insulin sensitivity. So it really affects your hormones from all angles. So if you have the insulin release, or if you have the cortisol imbalance causing too much insulin release, and now your body's not taking it in, you're not going to feel like it's getting the energy. You're not going to feel satisfied. You're not getting more energy. So you have built up this chronic problem that we really connect with belly fat or inflammation in the body. And fats and oils will help your body become more insulin sensitive. So you will take it in and it will shut down that cycle that kind of continues to happen with stress and sugars and cortisol releases. So if you're getting them on a regular basis, you're going to start to improve that whole cycle that we attribute to so much weight gain. The other one is inflammation. And a lot of these oils are anti inflammatory, meaning that they help the inflammation in their body. They help our autoimmune reactions, they help our histamine reactions and sensitivity. So you're going to help it kind of calm down those overreactions that might be happening in your body that give you that sort of puffy, bloated sort of feeling. And so the oils will help all of that reaction to what you have going on in your body calm down, because it's going to provide the resources it needs. It's going to provide all of the releases and absorptions, and then you're not going to have as much kind of anti reactions to what the things you really want in your system. So when you consume these fats along with fat soluble vitamins and nutrients, and as well as other foods that the fats and oils break down, you're going to take more from them. It's not by mistake that we eat salads with a salad dressing, because what it really helps us do is break down all those good fibers in the foods that we're eating, especially in the raw foods, breaks them down so that we can utilize them better, but we can also pull more vitamins and minerals from them because they're broken down. So it's not by mistake we do that. Unfortunately, the salad dressings that we're buying are not only horrible quality fats, but they also have additives and ingredients that are working against us. And so you're kind of, it's a double-edged sword in that you're actually not getting the value from it, that the reason you're eating it, as well as you're getting more detriment that is added to it. So we want to pull back from these, and we want to start to make our own dressings, sauces. If you cook with spices and oils, you're going to get all the benefits and none of the downfalls with anything that you make. And it sounds complicated making your own dressings, but it's really not. I encourage you to go to my website, www.outofthewoods.ca, because my blog has a ton of information this way. I even have this chopped salad that you can make and kind of incorporate into different meals throughout the week. But it's marinating in some good oils. And then you can also, if you utilize it as part of salad, then you can add another salad dressing, and I have recipes for some of those too. But really, when you're making these dressings, you're really looking for your good fat, and I will talk about those. You're looking for something kind of citrus or cidery, so you might want to, lemon, limes, even an orange. This is your great opportunity to get the vinegars that you want. Some people like to just add plain vinegar, but you may want a red wine vinegar. But if you're one of those people that's going to benefit from some of this blood sugar regulation and this insulin improved sensitivity, then you're going to want to incorporate apple cider vinegar. And it's your dressing is literally the best place to use it because mixed with the oils, mixed with citrus, mixed with a little bit of herb, salt and pepper, or mustard. You can even add some maple syrup or honey just to give a little bit of sweetness to it. Garlic, onion, all those kind of spices and tastes. You're done. You can really even build one that just has your vinegar and your oil in it, and then add whatever you feel like at the time. That's your best way to, kind of go with the, I like to add chili peppers and kind of those stronger flavors to it. But then I also like the citrus and even the sweetness to it too. But you're always getting that good oil with the added benefit of the vinegar in no matter what you're doing. So look to my website, get some of those recipes. I really say everybody should have 3 dressings that they like. They can be 3 ingredient dressings, they don't have to be complicated. And if you want to marinate anything for a few days of the week, then it's just going to be completely saturated and broken down for you to really enjoy it. I also want to talk about liver function because we always hear about fatty liver. Good fats are the best way to clean out a fatty liver. And I know that's hard to grasp. It seems like you're completely talking about the same thing, working against itself. But that is what you want. These fats, good fats, are going to help you break down the bad fats in your body. And so if you're worried about what the bad fats are, just you're really looking at processed things, things that are highly commercialized, unfortunately it's a lot of your takeout stuff. And so and prepared like the sauces and dressings. So really what you're kind of looking to do is go back and make things from scratch. It doesn't mean then you can't handle any of the bad fats on occasion. You will actually handle them better because this is going to help you break them down. And if your liver is functioning better, then it's going to manage those a lot better. So you're going to get improved liver function, a big factor in weight loss. So it's worth it to do this. You're going to get your insulin resistance improved. You will have an altered fat metabolism. So, like I was saying, that excess fat in your liver, but even in your whole body, is going to start to be metabolized and broken down a lot more effectively with the energy that you're getting from these fats. And so, we want to talk about what we need to worry about when you're looking at these different kinds of oils. So I'm going to tell you some of my favorites, and I really think they're kind of ones you want to just sort of keep operating at all times. Avocado oil works almost with everything. It has such a mild taste. You can cook with it. I know there's different recommendations on what heat should be what oils. I like to look at olive oils more for things that are lightly heated or cold. Coconut oil works well with things that are also heated. And avocado oil, I just kind of keep it as those standard ones. So, how do we know that we're getting good versions of these? Well, one of the ways you can do it is actually go to a health food store or a high quality part of your grocery store and compare some of them, and you will see. So you're going to obviously look for some of the keywords like organics, non-GMOs. Some of those might be helpful. It doesn't mean they're always there. With the olive oils, you're definitely looking for the extra virgin olive oil. Cold press usually means that there hasn't been anything added to the process to make the to extract the oil from it. So it's actually done more physically than something else being added to it. And that's why when you see hydrogenated, you're not wanting to go there. It means that something has been added to it to process it. So that's where you want to get away from anything that says that. So you want to read the ingredients to look for other additives because you're really just looking for the oil itself or as close to just the oil itself, unrefined. Um, and then how it's stored will often be a clue. So you're looking for ideally glass bottles, dark bottles, um, and coconut oil is kind of one that's a little bit different in that, yes, ideally, I would still go for your glass bottle, but you will more commonly see it a good quality one in plastic than some of the other ones. You also want to make sure that you store your oils with the same idea that they're kind of in a cool, dark place to be stored. So that's kind of what you're looking for when you're wanting to buy these. You can also get some of these good fats from avocados, and if you make, a chopped salad that you incorporate throughout the day, then you can add some of these depending on the day or how you're going to eat it to that chopped salad. So I often add avocados right before I'm going to eat it. Nuts and seeds are great ones to add. Ideally you want to go with as organic as possible, raw nuts and seeds, to get the best quality there as well. Fatty fish. So grill, bake, steam your fish, has a great source of everything you're looking to get value from your fats. Nut butters, again, when you're looking at like a peanut butter or almond butter or whatever kind of nut type butter that you want, you should be able to look at the ingredient list and see only that nut. So it should say peanuts, it should say almonds. It does not need anything added to it to get the pure version of that nut butter. And then you're going to get your high quality fats. You'll often see that when they're in that form, that they will separate, and so you can either store them upside down so that you're not taking just oil off the top, or you can also store them in the fridge, and that will help it stay a little more solid so it doesn't separate as much. Dark chocolate actually is a great source of fat. You want to go for 70% cacao content. That's where you're going to get your best source of it. And then, really, a lot of coconut products, not just the coconut oils, can be good sources of fats too. The canned milk can be added to a lot of products for a thickening type and for flavor. And a lot of people add that to their coffee in the morning. So when you've heard of MCT oil, that's really the good quality fat in the coconut. And so you can simply just do it by adding coconut oil or coconut cream, milk to your coffee, and get the same version, and often for a lot cheaper. So that's really what you're looking for with all of your fats. I can't express to you enough that there's so much this does to gain you quality from your food, but more important than all of it, it actually is going to make you feel full more than anything you could possibly ever do. And as scary as it is to be imagining that you're putting all these fats, cooking in all these fats, um, you want to be doing it. I also should mention, high quality butters. You can even use ghee, which is the extracted high quality parts of the butter. Grass fed, you really want to look to a higher quality butter to make sure that you're getting the best fats and oil from it. But this is your clue. This is your key. This is the skinny on fat. It's going to give you the direction in skinny unlike anything else. And as scary as it may feel, you can start simple, Keep adding and just really look to making those high quality fats part of your diet, your cooking, your sauces every day, and do it slowly. So a lot of people go, okay, I'm going to start making all my sauces and dressings, and that can be a lot overwhelming. You don't like the taste of one. So just start very slowly making one, making a base that you like. And then when you make that dressing, it can also then be incorporated as a sauce for your meats that you're cooking for dinner by adding, like maybe you take the oils and the vinegar and the spices, and then you add a bit of coconut milk to it, and now you've got a really flavorful, high quality fat sauce that goes on your meats. It can be better than anything you would ever buy already prepared, but you will start to taste the flavor of your food so much better. That also helps with that satiation type feeling that you're striving for. But I can promise you that this is really what you're looking for. If it feels like the battle's too much, then you're probably dealing with this situation where you're just not getting what your body needs to extract from it and feel like it really is getting what it needs. And so I encourage you to have fun with this. Go to my website, see what I have to offer as ideas. And as always, I want you to remember you are a beautiful being just as you are. When you embrace your true beauty and prioritize your wellness and self care, and you shine even brighter. And this, my friends, is what illuminates your path to your fullest potential.